Today, from Lucas Oil Stadium in Indianapolis, it's Week 11 of the NFL on EA Sports.
Today we've got an interesting Week 11 matchup on tap between our visitors and the Indianapolis Colts. The NFL season has hit high gear, and off we go in Week 11 on EA Sports. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. They'll run. This is Jonathan Taylor. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. You often say that sort of opens the playbook now, second and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
Well, that's one stuff. We'll see if this defense has another in their back pocket.
And I just wonder on the other side of the ball, do you just challenge the big guys up front? This is a short yardage situation. We ought to be able to pick this up. Or do you say to yourself, they are awfully tough. I've got to throw it on this down.
They're able to convert with a gain of 4. Defense had a chance to get off the field here on the opening drive, couldn't do it.
I know that we go into these meetings with coaches, and sometimes maybe we can get, a little bit numb because they're always going to talk about how important third down is, aren't they? Offense and defense. In this case, one capitalized, and the other, as you said, had a chance to get off the field and didn't get it done.
From the 38, Trubisky. And incomplete on the deep ball. Tyler Kroft, the tight end, the one he was looking for. And now it's third down. So after the second down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. From the shotgun is Trubisky. The toss here completed to Pittman. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Give the Colts 13 yards and a first down. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Now Taylor. And he'll get this into enemy territory, but not by much as he's down to the 48. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. On 2nd and 9, Trubisky, and he finds Tyler Kroft. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. It's a pickup of 17 and a first down. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Trubisky. Now Trubisky lost the football, but fortunately, he's able to recover his own. That could have been trouble. Fortunately for him, that ball stayed close so that he could recover it on his own.
And you know the prayer.
Oh, he's going to take. And that's caught inside the 35. And all the way in for the touchdown. A big play there. His 14th touchdown now on the year. And his guys have taken the lead. And he showcased his blazing speed on that one.
Was he wearing football cleats or track spikes? Because he was gone. Big-time play. And just think about what that does if you're a receiver on the team with him. Well, that's got to open things up for you as well, because if I'm a defense, I've got to get back deeper and deeper in order to keep him in front. But I'm not sure how many can actually keep him in front with that speed.
And this is up and good to make it 7-3. They certainly made quick work of that, ultra-quick work. One of the fastest drives you'll ever see, just one play resulting in the touchdown. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Fields it in the middle of the end zone, and it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return. Second drive coming up here for the Indianapolis Colts. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it. Forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize. Like going to the county fair, you don't get the big stuffed animal on that one, do you?
No, you don't go top shelf. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked by Kenneth Murray. And he'll return it to the 24-yard line. That's now a second interception in as many weeks from his linebacker position.
And think about all the different techniques he has to employ in a passing situation. Is he spot dropping because it's zone? Is he picking up man-to-man? Is he having to run with a running back or a tight end? In any event, great eyes, head on a swivel, and excellent hands.
Yeah, versatility and showing those hands. Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete. Joe Reed, the intended receiver. And now it's second down. From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10. Now a second down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete. The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. This is caught. And he will take this one in for a touchdown. Joe Reed with touchdown number 8 on the year. And his guys are going to add on to their lead.
If you didn't know it, it won't surprise you to find out that this team leads the league in scoring. They've been a quick strike team all season long. There's another example. They did it again. This offensive coordinator, right now you can write his ticket towards being a head coach. He's advanced in the ways of offense.
Zerline now for the PAT. And this one's right through to make it a 14-3 ball game. The drive there only spanning 3 plays. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And this carries into the end zone. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback. Here comes the Indianapolis offense now as they get set to take over. They trail now 14-3, an 11-point deficit as they start things out with a 1st and 10. A carry by Taylor to start the drive. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Out of the gun, Trubisky. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked by Kenneth Murray. And the return will stop right around the 25. Second straight drive now here, Charles, that have ended with an interception.
And I just wonder, because I don't think it's going to rattle him necessarily, but I also wonder if it's going to nerve him a little bit. Does it lead to another one? Or does he find a way to pull it together and become sharp again?
And it's incomplete. Boy, he doesn't drop many like that one. 2nd down. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. That's going to be caught. And he gets into the end zone for the touchdown. 25 yards for the touchdown. And his guys find a way to stretch that lead. So simple math here in the first half. They've had 3 drives offensively, and they have scored every time, and they've got the lead.
Well, whenever we talk about adjustments, we usually talk about an offense making adjustments, right? This is all about the defense. They've got to figure out some way, somehow to slow them down. Do they blitz a little bit more? Do they play more zone coverage? Right now, they don't know where to go because they're hitting them in every direction.
Zerline good with a PAT, and the lead is up to 18 now. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Taken in the end zone. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25. Now the Colts offense gets ready to head back on the field. And this, let's face it, an important drive if they're going to get back into this ballgame.
Think about going into the locker room down 21-10 as opposed to 21-3. 21-10, a little more optimism, a little more bounce around the locker room, a little more discussion about how they're going to finish this thing off. 21-3, I think discouragement clouds that locker room.
Yeah, and I think a touchdown much bigger than a field goal on this drive just to get into the end zone and get that momentum. Now Trubisky lost the football, and this will be scooped up by the defense. And he'll get this back down to about the 12-yard line. Every week we hear talk about create turnovers. In particular, they wanted to force some fumbles. They got one right there.
And it shows you how the game has changed over time. It used to be good enough for a guy to get a sack of a quarterback in the pocket. Now, if you come to the sidelines and you didn't knock the ball free, your coaches are upset with you, all right? So if you're a quarterback, it starts all the way back in the youth leagues. Take care of the ball, take care of the ball, take care of the ball, because here come the defenders.
Kenny Moore that time there on the coverage. 2nd and 10. Here's Herbert once more. And that is caught, but the back judge right there to say incomplete. He was looking for Mike Williams that time. 3rd down here. The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. And it's caught. Touchdown. A 12-yard touchdown grab. And his guys are going to add on to their lead. They went empty backfield, all their weapons out wide, so there really was no secret here to what they were going to do.
No secret, but they still had to execute it, and they still had to protect the guy throwing the ball, because oftentimes when you empty the backfield, people bring pressure at you. They managed to hold in there and successfully complete the touchdown pass.
And they open the lead up now to 25 points. So they only needed 3 plays on that drive. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Fielded in the end zone. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback. Colts football, and Michael Pittman, helmet back on and ready to go. They've got to be thinking, how can we get him a little bit more involved here? Second quarter, you're down, and really, he's been out of the mix.
I would agree with that, and oftentimes you hear, well, we're just taking what the defense is giving us, but sometimes that's just not good enough. Sometimes you have to take what you want, and that means getting him the football.
Yeah, so far just a single catch in this game. Ball on the 30, they'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Now it's Trubisky. That's complete to Jonathan Taylor out of the backfield. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It's a first down on a gain of 10. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. He was looking for Trent Taylor there, but it's going to be 2nd down. Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41. Now it's Trubisky. He gets this into the hands of Taylor. That helps the completion percentage, but not much else, and now it's 3rd and 10. They wound up getting nothing out of that 2nd down completion, so now here's 3rd and 10. Throwing once more, it's Trubisky. Forced out to his left, and he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Give him 10 that time, escaping the danger, running with it, and picking up a first down.
Someone knew exactly where he needed to get to pick up that first down now. I'm not so sure about the technique in getting there, but he went for it, and he got it.
Exactly. He knew where he needed to get, because remember, if he slides, when that derriere dips, if you will, that play's over.
The derriere dips, I like that one.
Yeah, been working on it for a little bit. Now this is Hilton on the receiving end. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
You can tell they wanted to get that ball downfield, but they had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
on is the punt team now as this one's sent away. This one angles out of bounds at a good spot in the coffin corner. And they're going to mark this out of the 5-yard line.
That's a double win there, partner. You keep out of the return man's hands, and you pin him inside the 5-yard line. Pretty darn good.
And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. So the contact came before the ball got there, and the flag is thrown.
Timing is everything, isn't it? And it's so hard to cover these great receivers. They have such great body control.
And this will be caught at the 30. And touchdown. A big play there. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And this offense is running away with this one.
They have really had their way so far in the first half, but they wanted to continue to build on their lead. They know that no lead is safe in this league, so they decided to try their best to get one more as they headed into the half, and they got it done.
Now Zerline on to add the extra point. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. Those are the kind of drives they like on offense, from the coordinator to the quarterback, the line, everybody. 1-play drive and into the end zone for 6.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Taken in the end zone. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go. And you're under a minute to go in the half, a first half that hasn't been particularly kind to you. How do you think they'll play this?
Well, I think the smart approach is to run out the clock, lick your wounds at the half, and see if you can come up with a strategy to play better in the second. But there's also something to challenging your offense right here. You know, hey, guys, you help dig this hole. See if you can get us out of it a little bit before the half runs out. Let's go make some plays.
He'll find Taylor. That's complete. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. 33 yards that time.
I think it's pretty safe to say that initially they had to be thinking about trying to get into field goal range. But after that shot right there, they've got to be thinking bigger right now.
And that was probably their thought offensively. If we hit this, great. Let's go for the end zone. If not, settle for a field goal. Looks like they can try to hit pay dirt. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards.
They'll set up the screen to Taylor.
And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. The last catch took him 2 yards in the wrong direction, so now what can they do on 3rd? Looking to throw again, Trubisky. Now Trubisky lost the football.
Much like a running back going through the line, quarterbacks have to be aware of protecting the football as well. He left it exposed that time, wound up having it knocked free, but fortunately, had an alert teammate who was able to get it.
Now here's Rigoberto Sanchez, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And this will be out of bounds, and they spot it at the 15-yard line. Not too bad. You want the 3rd quarter already? No problem. Let's do it. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3.
Takes it at the 7.
Oh, and miscommunication on the lateral. The ball's out. And they are going to score on the fumble return. Touchdown, Indianapolis. So problems here on special teams, and it results in the scoop and the score.
They talk all the time on special teams about keeping your head on a swivel, trying to see the whole field. Hard to do when things are going that fast, bodies all over the place. You're just trying to find the right guy to align yourself with. On that play, wow.
And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return.
And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. He's going up. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And all the way inside the 35 before he goes out of bounds. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete. The safety, Keanu Neal, there to knock that one free. Here's 2nd and 10 now from about the 32. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. Mike Williams, the intended target. And it's 3rd down. Again, Herbert. He's got his man. It's Williams. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Well, he's definitely a big target out there, listed at 6'4", and he used every one of those extra inches to go up and make that catch.
And they've got 3 tight ends here on 1st and goal to add some extra mass.
Trying to punch it in with Eckler. And he is into the end zone for a touchdown. Austin Eckler with a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year, as his guys continue to pour it on. And nothing special there. They show they were going to run the football. They ran it. They got it in.
Like old-time football, right? Hey, this is exactly what we're going to do. Straight ahead power, and they got it done.
Zerline now for the PAT. And the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter. The drive summary that time, 5 plays.
And it's Austin Eckler who finishes things off with a touchdown run.
Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away.
Fielded in the end zone. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. And the grab by Croft. 7 yards there and a 1st down. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Trubisky will throw. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off near the 44. And he's going to take this one back to the 37-yard line.
Well, this is a defense that can confuse even the best of quarterbacks with their zone schemes. And here you've got a linebacker that's going to stay at home and just sit down in that zone. And this one basically comes right to him.
After the turnover, here's Herbert. And this one complete to Reed. And out of bounds all the way down at the 3. An excellent gain, 35 yards.
I'm seeing a lot of guys shaking their heads on defense right now, particularly in the secondary. And when you see that going on, that is never a good sign. But it's understandable. They've been shredded so far.
Herbert now. And it's caught. Touchdown. Mike Williams, his 11th touchdown of the year. And that interception key as it leads to the touchdown. There was no going through the progressions on that touchdown pass.
Yeah, nor was it necessary. His receiver won that route early, presented himself. No reason to wait. Go ahead and put it on him and score a touchdown.
And the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter. Pretty clean and simple there. Just 2 plays. The long pass resulting in the touchdown on play number 2. Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away.
taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. They'll run with Taylor to begin the drive. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
Well, partner, I don't think it's any secret that any running back wants to be able to see a hole open so that he can gallop through it. But in this case, he had to slow down. There was really no hole there, and he took a big hit in order to get that 1 yard.
And they see right through that defensively as he'll be hit and taken down in the backfield.
And how about that, partner? That happened in a hurry. Sudden, explosive, gets into the backfield and spills the play.
And he was AFC Defensive Player of the Week last week because of plays just like that. And on third down, a nickel formation here defensively. Now Trubisky to throw. And he'll find Pittman. And he's got the first down yardage before being taken down at midfield. It'll go as a gain of 25 on a play that started back at the 25. They'll run on first down. Taylor. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. From the shotgun is Trubisky. Hooking up here with Trent Taylor. Broke through some contact, but unable to reach the 40. The reception good for 7. It's third down. Third and 2. Now Trubisky. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. They call his number again. It's his 6th catch and a first down. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. On first down, it's Taylor. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. From the 31, Trubisky. He finds Taylor, complete. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. That one good for 14 yards. And it'll result in a fresh set of downs.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10.
And that is going to do it for this NFL on EA Sports.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10.
Now Trubisky on first down. Now Trubisky lost the football. And it'll be a turnover. This is going the other way.
And with that kind of a deficit, you can't afford to make any kind of mistakes. But it's been pretty symptomatic of what we've seen all game with them, isn't it? Down this big in the fourth quarter.
You'd say an afternoon to forget, absolutely. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first. We should mention, to go along with a great game he had last week, he was rightfully named AFC Offensive Player of the Week.
And he shares that with his offensive line, the tight end, his fullback. He's looking for more and more of that in this game.
DeForest Buckner in on the tackle.
2nd and 8 coming up.
Herbert will give this one to Eckler. And he's going to take this one across midfield and into Colts territory. Good work to pick up 7 yards there. That gets him into a 3rd and 1 situation. That'll be caught right side by Reed. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. Forget the run on 3rd and 1. They shock the D and rip off a pretty big play. Running on first down, Eckler. Oh, now he's stripped. He lost the football. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. The free safety, Malik Hooker, there in coverage.
When you look at the scoreboard, you'd think they'd be pretty comfortable right now with this lead, but these guys are absolutely not going to let up. They want to increase their lead, and they want to do it with a big play. Unable to connect in that attempt.
So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. They were coming off the extra week of rest, but this team started sluggish, and it really didn't get any better from there, and trailing big here in this 4th quarter.
That catch good for only a couple. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it. That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
He'll get this one to Pittman.
And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. 16 yards the pickup there. The Colts have a first down. They'll throw on first down with Trubisky. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Colts in possession of the football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And now a throw here secured by his running back out of the backfield. And he'll get it down here to the 43. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
That was a pretty favorable situation there. What would you call that? 2nd and manageable? Smart play, too. Didn't force it downfield when he didn't have it. Just checked it down, let him get the first down, and that's exactly what he did.
And he gets this down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. A good first down call as the screenplay gets him 9. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. Catch number 40 for him on the year. It's a first down. Now Trubisky lost the football.
When the offense reads blitz, doesn't matter where it's coming from, tight ends know that they become a big part of the passing game because they should be an easy outlet when all those extra bodies are trying to get to the quarterback. A hot route, so to speak.
And I don't know that that fumble is going to matter a whole lot. You look at the deficit here in the 4th. It doesn't matter. The coach on the sideline still scratching his head.
Yeah, not only scratching his head, but probably writing a note or two about we're going to address this come practice next week because maybe that's the reason we're down this far. Doesn't matter at this point, but being sloppy throughout the game, not going to help him improve.
It's Eckler again. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
Brandon, I think you and I were both raised the same way in the game of football. You run to set up the pass, but I think we've discovered in this NFL, a lot of teams pass to set up the run. And that's what they've done throughout this game. They've aired it out, thrown it around the yard. Now they've come back to the running game, and they find a way to be successful with it.
On 2nd down, Eckler. He's got the first down and more inside the 40. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals.
And for them, this train, it just keeps rolling, doesn't it? Well on their way to yet another victory.
Yeah, it's almost a runaway, isn't it? And you just wonder how anyone could stop this. They got full momentum going, full confidence going. But it's not just their own confidence that is leading them. It's the lack of confidence against their opponents now, because they see them coming and think, we've got no shot to beat this team.
Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. Just a 4-play drive that time. And it's Austin Eckler who finishes things off with a touchdown run. Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away. Here's Coleman now to return. A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points. Allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So for our visitors, they keep on rolling 10-0 now to start the year. And they'll return home next week to take on the Kansas City Chiefs. Meanwhile, for Indianapolis, add one more loss to the column. That drops them to a woeful 1-9 so far.